Ms. Reed, what's the reason for the eviction?
Non-payment of rent.
Okay.
Welcome to Justice Arena.
And what's the monthly rent?
$875.
And what months are you alleging that she owes?
October through January.
Ain't no way.
Okay, I'll ask you in just a second, Ms. Johnson, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I have $4,375. Is that correct, Ms. Reed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, can you please explain to the court why you were not able to meet your obligation, ma'am?
Ma'am, I don't know
Yes.
what the lady's talking about. I go and put my money order in the slot every month. They never told me I owed anything. So I don't know where she got that much money from. I have no idea. All I know is when I got out the hospital, I had eviction notice after I had just had a stroke. Now, anything else, I don't know. Marcy was the one I was paying my rent to. I was taking it up there, putting it in that slot every month. She never told me I owed no back, no nothing. So I don't understand why all this is coming about when this new lady got here. I ain't never met her. I don't even know what she talking about or what she looked like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you have any receipts, Ms. Johnson?
Ma'am,
Uh-huh.
my receipts, I would have to look for them. Like I say, right now my house is a mess because I was in the hospital for 3 months. I had a bad stroke. So I would have to go through all my paperwork and try to find a receipt. But yes, I did have receipts. I would have to try to just take my time and find them because I didn't know this was going to happen. And I'm a person that I don't keep up with receipts. I pay my bills and I think I'm okay.
Okay. So were you in the hospital? Was somebody paying your rent for you?
My granddaughter was supposed to be paying for 2 months. I was in the hospital. Yes, ma'am.
Well, Ms. Reed, you don't have any information regarding that?
No, I don't. You know, I just can tell that there hasn't been any payments. You know, I assumed it was Hazel. It said it was Hazel, did contact me through email and said that, you know, she had been gone for almost 2 months. Is there any way to be on a payment plan? I told her, unfortunately, because of the high balance, you know, it's hard to be on a payment plan with something so high. And that it was just best to maybe just start finding a new place to live. You know, again, due to the balance is too high for a payment plan.
So you got an email from her granddaughter?
No, it said, hi, this is Miss Hazel, apartment 35. I was in the hospital and the nursing home for almost 2 months. Is there any way I can be on a payment plan? And then I responded, you know, I responded back with that saying, unfortunately, the balance is just too high to be on a payment plan.
Okay.
You know, and I let her know when the eviction was set for today. You know, I said I would try to find another place to live as soon as possible. You know, that way she could maybe find a place before the eviction is on her name. And then, yeah, so that was our email correspondence.
I've been trying to find something, but right now, like I say, I can't even walk. I can't use my hands or anything because of the stroke. I've been trying to get on the phone and try to find somewhere to go. I haven't had no luck. I can't walk. I can't get around. So I'm just in bad shape. That's all I can say.
Okay. Ms. Reed, I come up with a balance for those months at 3,500. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, for October through January, yes.
Okay. Okay, Ms.
So
Johnson,
you're telling me
you know,
that the money orders that I was putting in the slot, that Marcy stole the money? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, ma'am, I have no evidence of any of theft. I just can tell you that in your ledger, the last time we received a payment and it went into your account was October 29th for $100 and then October 29th for $850. It was 2 money orders. Those were the last money orders But then for, September, there were no payments at all. So like what you paid in October was paying, I mean, there's a history here of no payments being made. So what you paid in October looked like it paid off part of August. Yeah, it paid part of August, but then again, there's months where, unfortunately, it looks like you've never really been at a zero balance except September of 2024. You were going straight. And then November was pretty good, actually. And then it seems like the balance started to increase. There were partial payments. So that's what I show in the system. I'm not accusing anybody of theft. I don't have any proof of that. I can just let you know what I see in your ledger, what payments were put in and what wasn't.
It looks like, Ms. Johnson, that apparently you must have had owed money in the past. So whatever you paid, it was paying, what you owed in the past. So that's why, obviously, your balance is so high. Okay, you were not able to catch up. And apparently that email that you sent, asking for if you can pay, on a monthly or a payment plan, they're not able to do a payment plan due to the high amount that you owe. Okay. I'm so sorry you're not doing well. I mean, I wish you were doing better. Unfortunately, the law says that if they want to go ahead and evict you, they have that right. Okay. So let me go ahead and explain to you the process. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So for case 26 EV 27, the Landing Apartments versus Hazel Johnson and all occupants, I rule in favor of the plaintiff in the form of a judgment. It's at premises of 5855 Everhart Road, number 35-78413, for the amount of $3,500 of unpaid back rent. $227 is the court cost. There's no attorney's fees, for a total judgment of $3,727. Now, I set the appeal bond double the rent. The rent is $875. Therefore, the appeal bond will be set at $1,750. So again, I'm so sorry you're having to go through that, Ms. Johnson, but let me explain to you what the law says, okay? So let me listen carefully, okay? The law says you have 5 days to vacate or to appeal. If you don't appeal by the 5th day and you're still in your premises, then on the 6th day, the plaintiff can come in and ask for a writ of possession. A writ is an order that goes to the constables. The constables will process that paperwork, but come back to your premises and they'll place a notice on your door that says you have 24 to 48 hours to vacate. If you're still there when they come back, then they'll ask you to leave, and whatever's inside the apartment will be placed out onto the curb by the landlord. Again, Ms. Johnson, the law is very specific, and the law says you have 5 days to vacate or to appeal. If you need to appeal or you have any questions regarding the appeal process, please feel free to call my office after 3 o'clock, okay? And we'll send a copy of the judgment to both parties. Okay, Ms. Johnson?
Okay, so I can appeal after today at 5.
Well, you don't have
You
the
can-
money.
You can appeal and you can go ahead and come to my office. Now, we're not at the courthouse. We're in Annaville, okay? Look at the address. Okay, we're in Annaville. And you can call my office after 3 o'clock if you have any questions regarding the appeal process, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And how
Good
much
luck,
is
ma'am.
that appeal, Judge? How much was the appeal?
The appeal bond is going to be set double the rent. The rent is $875. Therefore, the appeal bond is $1,750.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Good luck, Ms. Johnson. Again, if you need to appeal, call my office after 3 o'clock and they'll help you to figure out how to do the appeal.